The goal of a hospitality property pricing strategy is to maximize revenue while minimizing vacancy rates. In this episode, I will talk about why this is important. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your instructor, Jerry McPherson. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. And make sure to hit the little bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video. You won't want to miss anything I designed especially for you. The basic principles of room prices. We live in a world where travelers have to make decisions, and the decision of what hospitality property to stay is no exception. With so many choices available, it can be difficult to stand out from the crowd and provide provincial guests with the best value for their money. There are many factors that go into pricing a hospitality property room. The location, amenities, and quality of service are all important factors. However, one of the most important aspects is demand. Properties can charge more for rooms if they know they'll sell them out quickly or if there's a high demand during certain times of year. What is a hospitality property pricing strategy? A pricing strategy is a set of rules that help properties decide how much to charge for rooms. It's a crucial part of the marketing strategy and can be used to attract customers or discourage them. There are two main pricing strategies. Cost-based pricing strategies are the easiest to implement. Hoteliers and innkeepers simply calculate the sum of all the expenses involved in running their property, divide that cost by the number of rooms or units, and then mark up each unit or room based on the profit they hope to make. And there's demand-based pricing. Demand-based pricing, sometimes called customer-based pricing, is where the hotelier or innkeeper adjusts a room or unit price, often in real time, according to the customer's demand and the perceived value. Other factors that affect the pricing of a room include the location and type of a property, luxury, budget, etc., the time of year and day of the week, and the quality and reputation of the property. Modifying to a changed demand landscape. Many areas saw positive developments in 2021 and into 2022. Still, the demand landscape for most markets has changed greatly since 2019. Smaller booking windows, different primary source markets, and shifts in guest priorities, for example, concerning cancellation policies and value propositions, have made the market less predictable and more challenging for revenue managers. Without trustworthy data points to use for forecasts, things become even more challenging. The good news is that well-grounded rate and distribution decisions are still possible, even in difficult times. Choosing the right pricing strategy. Choosing the right pricing strategy is a crucial step that can make or break your business. You need to understand the cost of your product, the value you are providing, and the demand for your product. Pricing strategies can be classified into three types: cost-plus pricing, skimming, and penetration pricing. Cost-plus pricing includes adding a markup of 30 to 50% over costs and is used when there's no competitive pressure in the market. Skimming is when prices are set at a high level initially with the intention of lowering them over time as demand increases and competition grows. Penetration pricing involves setting prices below costs with the intention of raising them over time as demand increases. Are these making sense so far? Let me know in the comments. Another consideration is how the price affects your guests' decisions. Hospitality properties have to be mindful of their pricing strategy because they have a direct impact on the number of guests who will stay at their property. This is because people are more likely to book a room that is expensive than one that is cheap. Therefore, properties should think about how they want to market themselves and what kind of pricing strategy they want to use. Market research. Market research is another key to success. It helps to identify the perfect price point in order to maximize profits and get more customers. The main goal of market research is to understand what the customer wants and how much they are willing to pay for it. There are many different ways of conducting market research, such as surveys, focus groups, interviews, etc. What factors should you consider? The factors you should keep in mind when implementing a hospitality property pricing strategy are varied. First of all, you must be mindful of the supply and demand in your local market, making sure you don't go way above the market prices or way below. Another factor hoteliers and innkeepers should also consider is the value of the services they offer and the types of rooms. Often it's useful to have a range of rooms in different price ranges so you can meet different targets and guest segments. You should also keep in mind the competition's prices, your current occupancy, seasonality, and even the day of the week. If you are a member of the Hospitality Property School group, as a bonus, I'm going to share 12 of the most effective pricing strategies to increase revenue. In conclusion, there are a lot of strategies you can use to optimize prices and make the most out of your property's revenue. In order to do so, there's a lot of factors you have to keep in mind, such as supply and demand, the different segments, and the competitors, among other factors we have discussed throughout this article. There are many different pricing methods that can be used at the same time or during different times of year. No matter what methods you choose, successfully implementing the best prices is one of the most important things you can do to increase revenue at your property. Do you have a pricing strategy at your property? Let me know in the comments. We cover more about organizational structure in the Guide to Owning and Operating a Hospitality Property Successfully book and course. You can find more information at keystonehpd.com. You'll have access to this episode for as long as you'd like, but if you'd like to see all the bonuses you'd have access to as a member of the Hospitality Property School group, check out the short video in this episode post show notes. In the next episode, I will talk about choosing a content management system. That's it for today's episode. Until next time, have a fun day. If you have not done so yet, make sure you sign up for Insider Tips, say hi on social, and join one of our groups. And make sure you get your free copy of How to Improve Your Hospitality Property Success. You can find all of the links in the show notes.